All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. The title of this lesson is going to be called The Latter End. All right, and what I basically did was I just typed in the term latter end into the Bible to see what pops up, because these are the things that we are considering. These are the things that a wise man would consider. He would consider the latter end of it. One precept that just came to me just now was the scripture that Yahweh Shai said, who go and buildeth the house and doesn't count up the costs. All right, now that word latter end is not in there, but it's the same principle and concept, right? Because when you pick up your hand to do something, to do a plow, you think about the beginning, the middle, and an end. When you have a business plan, when you have a business, all right, you have to go to the bank and you have to give them a business plan before they give you a loan. What is the business plan? It's basically an assessment of what you have right now and what you're gonna have at the end of the loan. By the time the loan is due, you know how much money have you made so you can pay it back, roughly summarizing this thing. All right. So that's just a fundamental thing of wisdom, is just to consider the latter end of things, all right, versus where you are now. Only foolish people live in the moment. Those are hedonistic people, carpe diem, live in the moment. They don't worry about tomorrow or the day after or the day after that, all right? They're not focused on it, and the scriptures speak against that, man. But the scriptures do speak about the value of thinking about things and how they're going to be. This is why prophecy is basically the number one important thing, you know, for any time really. But it's especially important right now because we're getting ready to have a major ending to this thing. All right. Now, before I get these precepts, let me read Matthew 24. All right, this is Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. All right, and then shall the end come. So this is the only time period where the gospel can even reach the entire world, man. When you look in the New Testament, when we went out and sent the apostles out, man, they basically were able to cover Europe and parts of Asia, okay, and they were not able to get into the islands, to Australia, and to deep into Africa, and they definitely were not able to preach over here in the Western Hemisphere. But today that's possible, okay, especially through the internet. Okay, so this is the time that the scriptures are speaking about. This is the latter end. This is when the gospel will be preached. Okay, so that's something that we should be considering, you know, as watchmen, as we wake up every day, we go about our daily business. We're supposed to be in the spirit of knowing that we're in the latter time. We're supposed to be, you know, on guard, so to speak. You know, we're not supposed to be comfortable here to the point where we ain't thought about a prophecy in days. You know, no, the scripture said we have no continuing city here, man. All right, this is not our rest. There's plenty of precepts speaking about not getting comfortable here, man, because this place has an end to it. Okay, now let me go back, type this in. Okay, there's a lot of precepts, but there's only a couple that I want to bring out here. All right. Oh, quick one. Job 8:7. It says, oh man, Satan, man. All right. It says, Job 8:7. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase, man. And this is exactly what happened to Job, man. He had everything taken away from him. Okay, he had everything, then he got taken away from him. All right, he got sorely afflicted, And then at the end of Job's story, he had more than he can than he could use, man. All right. It says when you go to Job 42, it says, so the Lord Yahweh blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, where he had 14,000 sheep, man. You know how much money you can make off of just 1,000 sheep here in America? That's a bag right there. He had 14,000, man. Okay, not to mention in one generation, all of those sheep could just have offspring, and that's 28,000. All right, then it's 56,000. All right, then it's 108,000 in 3 or 4 years, man. But that's not all he had. He said, and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses, man. And when you have a bunch of females, you really just need a few males to populate those males, and boom, you doubled your population, man, of your inheritance, man. So that's what the Lord did. All right, because why? Because Job was in the spirit of focusing on the latter end. He wasn't worried about how afflicted he was in the moment and what the Lord did to him. He was worried about the latter end. Okay, as a matter of fact, Job spoke about the actual end time when he's going to come back and see the destruction of America, man. That's a man of the Lord right there. That's focused on the latter end of things, man. All right, and it says, let me go down to Proverbs 19 and 20. It says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. Why is that important to be wise in the latter end? Because it doesn't matter what you did before that if you give it up at the end, man. All right, it doesn't matter if you had a 30-point lead. If you blow the lead and lose by 1 point, everybody's gonna mock you, man. They're gonna laugh at you, man. All right, thinking about one of them games, NFL games. Look at the Patriots. Man, they came back from like a 25-point deficit, man, and won the game. And of course, the team that lost, I can't remember, they got mocked, man, severely, because it's how you finish, man. It's not about how you start. Okay, and none of these people here are in the spirit of considering their latter end. That's why they're so. That's why they're so such hyper consumers. That's why they're so quick to take out a loan or go into credit card debt or getting student loan debt, because they're not worried about the end of it, man. They want to be able to brag about something now. They want to enjoy the fruits of something they haven't really worked for now, you know. So that's the thing that we should be in the spirit of, man. Let me see here. Let's see. That's basically it on that. Let me get this last precept. Real quick. Just to nail the point on. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. The patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Okay, look around, look at all these people, what kind of spirit are they in? It's a spirit of pride, man. You know, just 3-4 years ago, you know, in 2020, they were scared as hell. But what happened now? What kind of spirit are they in? They forgot about it, man. They're not considering the latter end. They're not considering that Cotton Schwab at the World Economic Forum has the power to do it again. That Esau has the power to do it again. They're not worried. They're not going to be worried until the lights go out. They're not going to be worried till the line at the gas station wrapped around the corner. Basically, when calamity comes, that's when they're going to worry, but then it's going to be too late. And there's plenty of precepts on that, man. All right. So we as watchmen, we are watchmen because we're concerned about the latter end, man. That's why we're watching. And prophecy really is the culmination. All right. It's the painted picture, the Picasso, if you will, of the latter end, you know. So consider these things, man. Meditate on the latter end. What could be your end, man? What trials and tribulations could the Lord put on you, man? You know, is he gonna have you in a camp where you concentrate? Okay, is he gonna have you stuck out there in the wilderness? Are you gonna have to face death? All right, consider the latter end of things, man. Read the scriptures and get into it, you know. But I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rachakwadash. Shalom Kwam Yasharallah.